Hello my dear friends, welcome back to Cat Things, and today I have a really exciting video for you, which is a minimalist shoe collection for women for all seasons. We're gonna get you covered in winter, autumn, spring, summer. It's timeless items that you can purchase and wear for years that work with many different outfits. All of these pieces that I'm gonna show to you today is the pieces that I purchased with my own money. I have been wearing some of them for 10 plus years, 5 plus years. Some of them are newer. The point here is that by investing in a timeless pieces of good quality, you can save a lot of money and look great on every occasion. So let's get started. We're going to do it by season, and the first one is the winter. I live in Canada and I can say that it's pretty cold here, so there are two main types of shoe that I own for the winter. Let me show you. The first type of shoe is these kind of boots. They are waterproof and they are super warm for very cold weather. So when it's minus 20 Celsius, this is the perfect thing to wear. They are from a Canadian brand, Kodiak. I actually just purchased those this winter because the ones I had before actually fell apart. There was a little accident with them, but I own them for many years, so I don't feel as bad about losing them. These ones I have to save me from cold weather. They are indeed waterproof. I tested them, worn them for a long walk in the snow, and they have been performing quite well. I cannot say if I recommend the brand yet because I have been owning them only for a few months. One thing that I want to mention is when choosing the winter shoe is that you will want to check here around where the shoe is sewn, just to make sure there is no gaps and that it's tight and it's well glued or well sewn together. Because if there is a gap, that shoe will not last long, so make sure to check this. So yeah, these are my best friends in the winter, and I really like that they don't only look like sort of utility boots or just the boots that you will wear hiking, but you can also pair them with the jeans. It's sort of a multi-purpose shoe because you can pair them with the nice outfit and your winter coat, but you can also go hiking in them. So yeah, quite comfortable. I am happy with the purchase, but we'll see how long they last. So that is my first item. And while these shoes are great, there are some times in Canada, maybe not in your area, so maybe you're lucky, but there are some times here when we have a lot of snow, and to the point when it goes knee deep or even more. And if I walk in a deep snow, these shoes are great, but the snow still can get in the shoe itself. So for these cases, I have a taller shoe, which are these Helly Hansen shoes. They're really good for the deep snow. They are waterproof as well, which is great. The only thing is that they are not super warm, so you kind of need warm socks wearing those. Another thing that I really like about them is they're really easy to pair with something, and they also have this like stylish look. And if you're wearing like a black coat, this could be like a nice touch to your look to just highlight and bring that pop of color with this bright brown color. So I do like this shoe a lot. The only few things that it lost some color in front, and I do have trouble with one of the zippers, so that I actually have to bring them to a place where they repair shoes to get one of the zippers replaced. But other than that, super handy item. So these were all my items for the winter. One of them is more hiking style, sort of warm item, and the other one is a bit lighter but higher shoes to cover us for all cases with the snow and Canadian winter. Let's get moving to autumn/spring. For autumn and spring, I have very similar items because I find that the weather is quite similar when we transition to warmer or colder period. So for us, it sort of ranges in 10 degrees Celsius, 12 degrees Celsius. For these two seasons, I have 3 items that I feel get me covered well. The first item are these boots from the brand Artica. They are made in Portugal, and I feel like they work very well with the rain in autumn or spring seasons. There is usually a lot of rain, and having good waterproof boots is very important to protect your feet from that moisture and make sure you don't get sick. So these have been working pretty well, and I especially like their color. They are not exactly black, but sort of very dark blue. So again, it brings a nice touch of color if you have to wear darker colors. The next type of shoe are actually sneakers. I find that for a weather when you need to walk your dog and it's muddy and it's disgusting and you don't want to wear your nice boots, or you just feel like hiking or walking in something comfortable but the weather is not great, the good sneakers could be the right call. For cases like this, I have these sneakers from Nike's. I have to say that these are quite old. I bought them in 2014, so more than 6 years, and they're still going great. I had to replace the shoelaces, and this color sort of got more yellow. But they have been working great for those autumn hikes, walks, when I don't want to wear my boots but want just something more comfortable on my feet. It wasn't a cheap purchase, so I think I paid around $100 for them. And I'm also going to tell you a secret. I purchased them in the men's department, but it doesn't matter, right? So it has been a great item for autumn, spring. I have also washed it in a washing machine, and it did work out well. They did not break apart, which just make me think that the quality of the shoe is pretty great. Last but not least, for spring, I have these beautiful gray, I can't call them loafers. I don't know what they are, so if you know, please let me know in the comments. I really like them because, first of all, it is a genuine leather, and I don't necessarily support buying leather, but sometimes it is better to invest in a good leather boots or shoes and wear them for 10 plus years rather than buy a shoe every year that are of a cheap quality and that affect environment in a much worse way than actually having a leather shoe. These shoes I have for 8 plus years. They are from Salamander and they are great quality. I generally like having a bit of a lighter boot for spring, and this is just before it sort of hits the summer, but it's still cold to have your feet open. So I found that this kind of boot and shoe works well, and it looks quite elegant with skirts, with pants. You can easily wear that to the office, but also on a casual day when you go out with friends for dinner or lunch. This could also be very suitable for cases like that. All right, now we can move to a warmer season. So end of spring, beginning of autumn, summer, you call it basically warm weather. For warm weather, I have a bit more items. Let's take a look at them. My number one item for warm weather is the good sneakers. I feel like without a pair of good light sneakers, I can't go anywhere. These are so handy when you're taking planes in the summer and it's kind of hot outside but not so warm in the plane and your feet start freezing. I find that having good sneakers is a rescue there. Summer hikes, walks for long distances are all covered with the good pair of summer sneakers. Mine are these. It's a Nike SB Check. I do like a lot the color. I think they would have been even better in beige, although harder to clean, because that color works out better with more outfits. But I still really enjoy these ones. I wear them probably 70% of my summertime. Really great and comfortable item. I do suggest to invest in some good summer sneakers in which you are actually comfortable and which you can wear for long distances, long distance walking, hiking, you name it. We're moving on to the next one, and here we are moving on to the sandals. Exciting one. Here I would suggest to get two types. Ones are the one that you're really comfortable in and you can walk for a long time in the warm weather. Either it's a hike or any kind of physical activity that you need to do, or maybe you're exploring a new city and you have to walk around. I suggest getting a really comfortable sandals that do not create any blisters, that you can keep on your feet for a long time. I own these by NIKON. I have owned several pieces by NIKON, and I can say that they do really work well, and they are pretty sustainable. They're super comfortable. I have a vlog from Panama where I was wearing them and walking for 3 hours around the city. I didn't have any problem after. My feet were not hurting anywhere. Really like these sandals and can recommend to invest in a good comfortable sandal. But good comfortable sandals don't always work out with nice beautiful dresses. So for that case, I have a shoe that covers me with every dress, and these are these beautiful nude beige color sandals by Tomaris. They are neutral and they do work well with all of the colors. I do like a small heel there that gives it a little bit of elegance. They are also very comfortable. I do own them as well for 4+ years. And here the main point is to invest in an item or a sandal that is elegant but at the same time works with all colors and many different outfits. So for me, these are my Tomaris. We just have a few more and we will be done, I promise. Bear with me. Okay, another thing that I think should be in every wardrobe and that will also cover you in many occasions are good flats. Good flat shoe that's of a neutral color or the color that works with many other colors is the item that you don't want to miss. The ones that I have are these black ones. If I could, I would gladly change them to beige or nude. I think this is even better choice. I was looking for a similar item in those colors but couldn't find yet. And I'm still on the hunt. If you know any good ones, let me know. These shoes, I swear, I own for more than 10 years and they are still very comfortable. They're still not too stretched and they still look great. They're not damaged anywhere. And this is what I mean by investing in timeless pieces that you can wear for 10 years or plus. If you have any evening event that you need to go to, these could be a savior. They work with suits, dresses, anything, you name it. I just have 2 more items that don't fall in any category, but I think that everybody should have. One of them is a good pair of flip-flops. So these are mine. They're by Roxy, but there's tons of more comfortable flip-flops that you can find. This would be great if you need to go to the beach, to the pool, anything that's involving water, or if you just want to stroll leisurely in the summer evening. And the last but not least, if you're doing exercising, especially if you're running, my suggestion is to invest in a good running shoe. This is so important for your feet. If you run in the shoes that are not meant for running, you can damage your feet. And not only your feet, hamstrings, there's just a lot of consequences that can happen, including the blisters and even much worse. So my go-to shoe is these beautiful Nike Zoom shoes. I love them. I ran 2 half marathons in them. They work really well for me. They are not a cheap purchase. It's $100+, but so worth it and really comfortable for exercising. Another suggestion, if you're doing the kind of exercise, some intense exercise like running, a lot of cardio, you can go to specialized stores, but now they even do it in the regular stores where you can ride on a treadmill and they will choose the right type of shoe for you that suits it. The point here is that investing in a good sport shoe that fits your feet well will prevent you from many injuries that can occur. So yay to good running shoes. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel for more exciting content coming up. Until next time.